Yep, that's me, washing off my Lego. Don't get me wrong, I'll justify this in just a moment. But first, really quick, now to shower my Lego. I feel like I did a halfway decent job. All I did was like scrub it a little bit and run it through Lego. But you're probably wondering, how the heck did we get here and why did we start here? Well, guys, I am working on a MOC for BrickWorld Chicago, and yeah, it got extremely dusty in our new Lego room basement, which I'll run downstairs and show you in just a moment. But gosh, we've been doing construction down there, and I left out what we started for a small MOC. I've never displayed anything at a Lego convention, so I figured I'd give it a go. And we are going to do a highway MOC of Lothal, and got really dusty. So it all will come together, but here's a start. Well, let's let that dry off, and let me showcase you why it was so dirty. Well, I don't know if you could judge from that. This is an additional Lego set we left out, and kind of sad to say. That is all dust, so ew, that is exactly what my Lothal MOC looked like, but we just cleaned it off. So that's a very good representation why we needed to clean it and wash it in the shower. This one also got destroyed, but here's a quick glance view of our Lego room basement and why it's so dusty. We've literally done start to finish cleaning this entire room, which is actually progressing quite well. But that's not going to be the focus point of today's video. We're actually going to focus on finishing our Lothal MOC and seeing some of the challenges we have, because hopefully all these Lego pieces are clean, but we're going to need a lot of these. Oh, they are clean. We're going to need a lot of these pieces to finish our MOC. Without further ado, let's jump straight on into completing our Lego MOC for BrickWorld Chicago. In order to pull this off for BrickWorld Chicago, I've had to come up with some great ideas. So moving our construction basement around, we've laid out a nice little table. Check that out. It's not too dirty for the most part because I put a brand new clean sheet of drywall on the bottom. And now it's time to lay out our Lothal highway and get to work. I'm thinking we start with finishing off the road pieces by adding in a bunch of that light bluish gray color just to kind of complete it, and then we'll start working on this section right here, which is just going to need some kind of lamp post. Now I am not going to use these city ones. I just had these laying out and I thought it would be a pretty good idea just to gather some ideas for them. So anyways, let's use something like this and make our own. It seems clear to me that not all of my Lego pieces are in this area, so we're going to work with some of these 1x2 bricks, and well, there's some miscellaneous minifigs in here. Well, hey, there's Tyler. Hey, there's me as a stud city minifig. All right, let's grab our tiles and get out of this drawer. All right, that's looking a lot better, but you might notice some tan. We need a couple of 1x1 studs. There's 1, 2, 3, and I think there was a fourth one somewhere over here. Anyways, that is not in any of these bins, so let's go on the hunt for those 4 1x1s in light bluish gray. For starters, I have some smaller pieces laid out in here. Are they organized? Well, that is a bin of... Hey, I found one! Oh, just kidding. Hey, I found one! Oh, just kidding. Hey, there it is. It's a 1x1, but it has one of those little prong things. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll put it aside. Anyways, I guess I can get lucky and find some loose pieces, or we can look in other drawers. But we have some... Oh, I guess it's not in there. That closet goes in there, and I guess there's some insulation. And I really couldn't wonder where those pieces were. But, yeah, it looks like we have bins of pieces that are organized pieces that are well under there. That's probably just not going to happen. So we're going dumpster diving in those little bins for miscellaneous parts. So out of that entire lot, well, I guess I didn't look through all of it, I found a variety of different cool looking pieces. So let's just use a mix of them all. This one with a lock. If you're watching this, you know where the lock is. Why not? This one has a little bit of a stud on it. Let's put that guy in that corner. We got a piece over here with some curvature to it. Check that out. Let's put that one right there. And then lastly, we'll put a little slope. Actually, we'll put a cylinder piece. I feel like a cylinder. Add some curvature to it. Check that out. There we go. That's complete. For our lamp posts, we are putting 4 of them, and it kind of looks like I need to spread them out just a little bit from a bird's eye view. But check that out. It's a nice, simple design. Like I said, I don't really have a ton of parts for this, as well as accessible ones. So I've kind of just mocked up a little design here to kind of give that Lothal feel of the curvature, and the yellow pieces to kind of shed off some light to make it make sense. So let me spread those out and start filling this section in to make it look like one cohesive build. All right, the Lothal Highway MOC is really coming together. Now, the last part here is we need some border pieces, and then we can start adding some minifigs and some speeder builds. Let's go ahead and put some of this Lego away, though. You, my friend, go right back to the mess where you came from. All right, that doesn't fit. Oh, that's a later day problem. I was taking our MOC upstairs, and check this out. Just opened a brand new package. It's kind of interesting. I definitely thought a Yoda plushie would, or a child plushie would be a little bit bigger. And we also got our free tie interceptor poly bag and one of the new battle packs. Too bad we can't use these minifigs in this build, but continuing on. I had a loose pick-a-brick box with some of these pieces, and I ended up taking off the tiles on the front side and just used those slow pieces because, truthfully, that's all the pieces I could find. But for now, I'm going to call this basically a complete MOC. Now, to add some minifigures, which I don't have, and we're going to have to phone a friend to pull some in, but let's get her going. Now, although I don't have any of the Jedi laid out just yet, I will be trying to get some from our good friend Tyler from Life Bricks in time for BrickWorld Chicago. But for now, we're going to call this complete with our 2 speeders laid out. I actually really do like the proportions of this build. I feel like 2 speeders next to each other on top of the highway, I feel like makes a lot of sense. So I'm actually pretty pleased with the scale. It actually feels kind of minifig scale. So impressed so far. Anyways, if you want to see our MOC at BrickWorld Chicago and give me some input, make sure to head over and look out for it. I will be displaying it at one of the tables. Like I said, I've never displayed a MOC before, so this is an entirely new experience for me. At some point in time, I'd like to build the entire city of Lothal, but for now, I think this is a start. Well, I said absolutely screw it. Let's just order the entire sets and minifigs so we can have them in time for BrickWorld Chicago. Now, I don't advise waiting last minute just like I did because it did cost me a pretty penny. I spent $185 on these 3 Lego sets just entirely for this MOC. So the first one is the Lego Star Wars Kanan Speeder Bike set 75141. I bought it for $70 plus $7 to ship it, and it does feature a Stormtrooper and also Kanan. And then the next Lego set we picked up was the Ezra Speeder Bike 75090. This one for $45 plus $9 in shipping to get Ezra as well as Sabine and another Stormtrooper. And then lastly, we picked up a Lego Star Wars Imperial Troop Transport. I figured I could use the Troop Transport in the MOC itself, and I picked that one up for $45 to get 4 Stormtroopers, which we can spread out across this build. And now I patiently wait since I decided to place this order extremely last minute. Now I wait until my minifigs arrive, and hopefully they come before I leave for BrickWorld Chicago. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of our Lothal MOC. If you're interested in seeing it in person, it will be on display at BrickWorld Chicago. I'm excited to have my first display and hopefully see you guys at BrickWorld Chicago. I'm super pumped for it. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. Hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I'm Christian from Stud City. See you at BrickWorld Chicago. And let me know what you think in the comments below of our Lothal MOC. Thanks so much. Peace out.